semifinals Saturday in the 3C2A. We kick off 1 p.m. Citrus and San Francisco. Join myself, Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff on the call. SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage of the 3C2A 2019 basketball championships continue. And we head into day 3 here on SoCalCollegeSports.com's live coverage of the 2019 3C2A Basketball Championships from Ventura. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff with you. Game 1 today. San Francisco will take on Citrus. Citrus very impressive in day 1 of these championships. And, well, San Francisco, a bit of a struggle versus Santa Monica, a very good team, but you have to figure Malcolm Johnson, who struggled in that game, is going to have to turn it around if they're going to get a win here.
Yeah, Johnson, a struggle throughout in the victory against Santa Monica. Interestingly, for Citrus, Josh Caston, who had been red hot coming in, a bit of a struggle. He goes 6 for 18 from the field. So the leaders on the two teams arguably expect both of them to bounce back today. But, Mike, I think we're in agreement. The Rams got a real scare from Santa Monica, and they're going to have to be a little bit better even today because there's no upsets left at this point here, down to 4 teams for both the men and the women. And Citrus College, they've won 14 in a row, I believe. They're 19-1 in their last 20. So, as I say, no upsets at this point. It's made the best team win.
Had a conversation with Justin LeBaugh before the game. He says he's not worried about Malcolm. He's going to get right. He expects him to have a big game here today. Him along with Walter Urbina. Expect them to do big things here. And Citrus, they're a team that's designed to outwork you, out-execute you in every facet of the game. And San Francisco is going to have their hands full, but expect them to rise to the occasion. Here we go.
We are set for the opening tip. Citrus in the black jerseys. San Francisco with the lob to Urbina, but it's too high. Check a little too much on the pass. And here come the Owls. City College of San Francisco, the top seed in the North, in the home whites. Semifinal number 1, and the three-pointer up and good for Akwuki.
Shades of Lateef McMullen years ago for Citrus here up in Ventura.
Toby Akwuki, and Citrus College reliant on the three-point shot offensively. That's a big part of their victory over College of the Sequoias. They're going to bomb away. To wit, Gagliardi pulls up, misses the long-range shot. The rebound tapped outside. Johnson manages to keep it alive to Winston.
Johnson's done everything for them all year, really shouldering the load. Anything you need to do or need to have done for you, Johnson's going to deliver.
Check sends it back outside to Urbina McCullough, who hit 4 three-pointers in the victory over Santa Monica. Misses on the fadeaway, but gets his own rebound, drives to the glass, and lays it in.
Incredible persistence there from McCullough.
That gets the Rams on the board, 3-2. Caston jets into the front court, but they poke it away and steal it. Johnson back the other way. Akwuki went for the steal, didn't get it. Winston with the crossover, goes to the teardrop and gets it to go. Quick 4-0 run gives the Rams their first lead at 4-3. Akwuki and Caston in the backcourt. Gagliardi along with Trevon Watts-Hale and Alex Cartwright round out the starting 5 for Citrus College. We'll give you the Rams lineup momentarily. Winston on the drive, shot off the glass, no good. And a whistle on the rebound. This will go against Citrus, or I should say against City College of San Francisco. Which goes against Malcolm Johnson. So Johnson's first foul. And the Owls will work at the length of the court. City College of San Francisco comes out with Alec Check, Deshaun Winston, Malcolm Johnson, Walter Urbina, and Austin McCullough. And they're starting 5. Akwuki drives to the rack, lays it up, lays it in. Akwuki's got all 5 for the Owls. Winston, hard drive, missed the scoop. Cartwright snaps down the board. In the corner, Trevon Watts-Hale. The Owls will set it up. And the Owls had a double-digit lead for much of the second half against College of the Sequoias, and we noted that even as it got under 10 minutes, down to 5, 6, 7 minutes left in the game, the Owls did not take the foot off the gas. They were still more than willing to take transition threes. They are an aggressive team offensively and defensively. And the mindset under third-year coach Brett Lauer is an attacking one, no question. I expect this team to come with a lot of confidence. They were undefeated in the Western State Eastern Conference. in the south. Come in riding a long win streak. Another three-pointer for Akwuki. And Jesse Elrod, who has checked into the game, gets the offensive rebound and put back. 7-4. Citrus back to a three-point lead. Meanwhile, City College of San Francisco, if ever there was an experienced team in this event, it is the Rams. The step through and the bucket up and good for Austin Harris, first off the bench for City College of San Francisco. 7-6, and Michael, as you alluded to at the top, Justin LeBon, not overly concerned. It was a bit of a struggle in round one, but he knows he's got a very experienced and talented team, and he expects them to recognize the moment and bounce back here in semifinal number 2. Come out better. A whistle goes against Akwuki.
To carry. Got his hand under it.
7-6. Curry checks into the game, so Dale Curry off the bench. Curry along with Winston, they combined for 21 free throw attempts, as City College of San Francisco enjoyed a big advantage at the free throw line in their victory over Santa Monica. And it was Curry and Winston that really upped the intensity coming off bench. And that showed in the free throw attempts. Johnson's three won't go, but Curry getting on the offensive glass with the layup. San Francisco back out in front, 8-7. The Rams really had to up their intensity on both ends to meet Santa Monica, as Caston drains the three. 10-8, first three for Caston. Citrus back out in front. Udenyi on the drive and an offensive foul check, setting a moving screen.
Been pretty consistent this week, really in both brackets, men's and women's. You gotta hold your ground.
Both these teams will go fairly deep into the bench.
Colby Orr now into the ball game for Citrus.
Near steal from Curry. Fascinating game in the quarterfinals. Clean steal for Udenyi. In on Orr, Udenyi lays it in.
A terrific defensive play by Udenyi.
It was Jesse Elrod who came out with double figures, 13 points, I want to say, in the first half against College of the Sequoias. And then Colby Orr, coming off the bench, had double digits in the second half.
Yeah, he was scoreless in the first and closed the show.
Orr with a long three. Barely grazed iron. Udenyi keeps it alive. Off to McCullough. An athletic play by Udenyi to get rid of that basketball. Here is Udenyi on the baseline. Tries to get it to Johnson, but off to Gagliardi. Orr in on Curry. Before the shot, Curry commits the foul. Reaching in on Orr. 14:35 to go. Just underway in semifinal number 1. Citrus and City College of San Francisco coming up. We'll have Fresno City and Fullerton in the other men's semifinal later today. The women's semifinals here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Down goes Elrod. And a whistle. This foul is going to go against City College of San Francisco. I believe it's on Rickett. Nope, it's on Johnson. So, or I should say Austin Harris.
Spread the word, everybody. www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. Broadcasting live. CCCAA Sports.org. Also Tournament Central on that page. And on YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. Quadruple header for the third day in a row.
Or picked up by Ricketts. Hooks it out to Elrod. They go down low, shot off the glass, and Elrod gets the roll.
That's a terrific play by Elrod. And really, all that set up by the post-entry pass. Elrod does the rest.
Elrod had 15 in the win over College of the Sequoias on Thursday. Udenyi in some trouble, gets it to Winston. Winston drives the lane, takes it back outside. Curry for 3, rims no. Elrod has the rebound.
Just a battle. Absolute dogfight here in the semifinals.
Yeah, it's been a few years for Citrus since they've been to the State 8, if memory serves,
Yep.
but this is a power program in the 3C2A, always among the best teams. Orr nearly lost the handle. Caston fouled by Curry. That'll be the second foul on Curry.
Yeah. Well, you talk about their history in the 3C2A. The last time I believe they were at the State 8 was in Ventura. It was a Final Four format, and they faced City College of San Francisco in the final, eventually losing.
In the championship game, absolutely.
A win over Fresno, I believe, in the semifinals, and then eventually losing to CCSF, and CCSF with a win over Wendell Faines and Andy Ground and Perry Webster.
Yeah, that explains why we were here. Gwuki, those that may not be aware, we started out covering Saddleback basketball.
That's true.
Among our very first work. Orr drives the lane, lost the handle. Ricketts keeps it alive and saves it to Johnson. Johnson weaves into the front court. Back out Ricketts for three. Rims high, no good.
It's a good shot for Ricketts.
Gagliardi gets it to Orr. Three on the other side is good.
That's way too easy for Salma Maduakor.
Yeah,
Maduakor, excuse me.
Hits the open three. The Owls out to a 5-point lead. That's their largest lead. Urbina's pass off the hands of Czech. The Owls coming back the other way. Maduakor looking for two in a row, and he's got it.
So Kukwi.
Oh, Kukwi.
Well, just too easy in transition. The three ball by Kukwi. And then Maduakor previous to that, really no disruption on the three. Nobody running at them. Way too much space. And this is a team that's going to bury you if you don't get out on them.
Yeah, 4 of 8 from three-point range here in the first 7.5 minutes. En route to an 8-point lead. Toby Akukwi with 8 to lead the way. You're watching the 3C2A Basketball Championships here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. .28 to go in the first half. The Owls out to an 8-point lead. So the Rams trailed most of the way against Santa Monica. Certainly don't want to put themselves right back in the same position, but that's what they've done here early on. The Owls jumping out to a lead. Check out front. Gets it to Urbina. Urbina at the elbow. Spins to the baseline. Missed the layup, but gets his own rebound. Back up, no. Rebound fought for. Cartwright in a crowd.
That's a terrific job by Urbina getting to the rim, but you got to finish the play. He's so high up. I don't know why you just don't try to flush it. I don't know if he'll make that same mistake again.
Meanwhile, Malcolm Johnson commits his second foul with 12:05 to go in the first half.
Citrus has not committed a foul. Meanwhile, City already in the penalty.
Well, it's a turnaround from the game on Thursday where City College of San Francisco enjoyed a big advantage from the free throw line. Santa Monica whistled for 31 fouls versus just 21 for City College of San Francisco, but they're going to have to fight from the other side on this one as the Owls have the early advantage. Cartwright hits both free throws, and the Owls have doubled up the Rams early. They lead at 20-10. Johnson remains in the game with 2 fouls. Back out to Winston. Winston drives the lane, tries to shovel a pass looking for Johnson, but it's stolen by Akukwi.
It's just not there. He had a wide open layup on the other side of the rim.
The Owls content to slow it down. Or hard drive looking for Cartwright on the pass.
That's a great idea. He needs to roll with his hands up there. He's going to have an easy layup if he does. Here comes Gagliardi back in.
Winston with check, along with McCullough, Urbina, and Johnson on the floor for City College of San Francisco. Johnson, checked by Watts Hale. Shot clock at 14. The Owls bringing the defensive pressure. Urbina, step back three, short. Rebound on the floor, and Orr's got it. Here come the Owls looking to extend on a 10-point lead. Johnson reaches in for the steal, but missed the layup on the other end. McCullough in a crowd, forces one up, no good. And Gagliardi with the rebound for Citrus, and the Rams just can't buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, McCullough down low. I'd like to see him kick it out.
Akwukwe, who has been very, very aggressive from three-point range so far this weekend. He's hit a couple here already. Check. Lines up the three. That's good.
Oh, that's too easy. And Cartwright needs to get out on that check. The ability to hit that shot, especially with pretty much no one in his face until late.
First three of the game for the Rams, and it comes from Alec Check. They're now 1 of 5 from three-point range. Akwukwe working on Urbina. Left-handed layup is good. And Akwukwe has 10.
Up to the challenge, and Urbina was the feisty one versus Santa Monica in their win. And Akwukwe.
Oh, great feed down low, and McCullough with the easy layup.
Urbina facilitating there, and that's a great response from Urbina.
22-15 midway through the first half. Gagliardi dials it up from long range, around and out.
That's fool's gold there. Gagliardi, he just stepped into a rhythm three. That shot's going to go more often than not.
6 out of 10 from three-point range. Meanwhile, Check goes high off the glass.
Check 1-2, and now City within 5.
Check has 5 in the game to lead the Rams. Orr directing traffic out front. Johnson with the near steal. Watts Hale open in the corner. The high arcer won't go. Long rebound. Winston out of a trap.
Back.
Pulls up from 14 feet. That shot no good. Keep it here. A foul on the rebound. Yeah, Cartwright and Watts Hale were both in the area, but it looked like Watts Hale with a shove on McCullough.
I understand being aggressive if you're Winston, but you're 1 on 4 there. How about, realizing the situation, bring it back, let's execute in the half court. We get any shot we want. Get bailed out by a foul there by Watts Hale.
Just the first team foul on Citrus with 8:59 to go in the first half. How about Moore Park last night? 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter before the first free throw attempted.
Unreal.
By the opponent. And they struggled but got the victory over College of the Sequoias.
Yep.
The Giants came to play. Definitely made it a ball game before finally falling, but that's just crazy. Udenyi up top to Check. McCullough, who had a couple of 4-point plays in the first half, and the Rams needed him as they were trying to hang around against Santa Monica.
Yes, they did.
McCullough led the way with 16 points for the Rams in the victory against Santa Monica Thursday night. Winston, standing dribble. Udenyi on the block. The hook shot is up and good. That's pretty from Emeka Udenyi. I'll tell you what, Emeka Udenyi has yet to miss from the field this weekend. He's now 5 for 5 after hitting that shot.
CCSF and the Rams, they have settled down here. They're realizing their sense of identity. They're recognizing mismatches there. You have Udenyi down low versus Maduakor, and that's money in the bank.
22-19, 8:38 to go. Semifinal number 1. It's the 3C2A Men's Basketball Championships here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. The Owls have the ball with a 3-point lead. Check reaches in and pokes it away. Thought for a moment that was perhaps off of Citrus, but the call gives it to the Owls. Rams continuing to pressure full court. And they get it into Caston. Well, Caston was 6 for 18 from the floor. A struggle again. College of the Sequoias. And he's come out. Someone guarded here as Gagliardi hits from long range. 25-19 on the Gagliardi three. And Caston's only taken one shot so far. He did hit the three. 25-19, 6-point lead for Citrus. Winston back outside to McCullough. McCullough into the lane. Goes to the fadeaway. Rebound off to Maduakor.
Well, we're going to have a special guest coming up here, Tony Jimerson, newly anointed head coach from Golden West College.
That one tipped out of bounds. It'll go back to City College of San Francisco.
We'll have him at the half. We might have him earlier than that. We'll see what he's feeling like in terms of rhythm and flow. Sometimes not only on the court, but in the broadcaster's booth, you have to get your feet under you.
Very true. Curry has checked back into the game. He's playing with 2 fouls. Udny around a screen from Harris. Back outside. Curry starts a drive. Harris drives the lane, hangs in the air. A whistle and a foul called. Offensive foul on Austin Harris. Elrod takes the charge. 7:21 to go.
Well, Tony Jimerson joins us now. And
Yes.
Coach, good to see you.
Thank you.
And to give you a little history with my relationship with Tony, we played against each other in high school. I played at Century High School. He played at Kennedy.
Go back, way back.
Yeah,
Mike was a big challenge for
who do you think you were talking to? I was already in college at that time, so. Saul Maduakor shoots it off the dribble, in and out, and the long rebound off to Check. Check has that one nearly stolen. Curry driving on Caston, and another offensive foul. That's number 3 on Dale Curry.
Elrod outside of the restricted area, and we see there just great defensive positioning. That's the second time in about 3 defensive possessions that Elrod's got in there, got his nose dirty, and taken a charge. And Tony, right now, San Francisco City starting to get in the flow, but Citrus just so tough. But Citrus, they're getting off at the 3-point line with relative ease. I don't see City really pressuring out, and they have range out to about 22, 25 feet.
Right. Well, the thing with the Citrus, you know, even though they're a good 3-point shooting, they're going to have to try to get the ball in the paint, try to get some fouls. But they, you know the whole saying, you live by the 3,
you die by the
3. So right here, this play right here, you know, he could come off with a handoff right there.
Step back 3 for Gagliardi.
And then go back up.
Gets his own rebound. Shot clock does not reset, down to 7.
Nice ball movement.
Extra pass. Elrod has that one blocked.
That's an incredible recovery defensively.
Austin Harris able to get a piece. And now whistle off the ball. Colby Orr with his first foul. Citrus just with 3 team fouls.
The Rams starting to up the level of intensity on defense. We see it on that possession. Terrific execution offensively by the Owls with the recovery and the block on the 3 from Elrod.
And Winston having some trouble getting it in, and they'll turn it over.
And Brett Lauer over there screaming, it's a 5 seconds. I think they might have gotten 7, but that's the correct call made.
It just looked like San Francisco wasn't ready to enter the ball.
Agreed.
Yeah, nobody comes to the ball for Deshaun Winston there. Everybody is sort of up top, and Winston nowhere to go.
Well, silver lining, probably better to take the 5 second than to throw a bad pass and get them in transition.
Maduakor fakes and then buries the 15-footer. Saul Maduakor with 5, 27-19.
Terrific adjustment by Maduakor. Elrod gets his 3 blocks, so now the adjustment defensively, hey, let's get out on the 3, pump fake, get them in the air, mid-range jumper good.
Mecca Udenyi back outside. Winston travels.
Good defense.
You know, we've had a chance to see City College of San Francisco for a few years here as making regular appearances here at the State 8, and they always have that sort of point forward, that big guy who runs the offense, and it's easy to see year after year, and this year it's Emeka Udenyi, but I think it's interesting from a scheming standpoint that that's obviously something that Justin LeBeau likes, is to develop a forward to do a lot of the ball handling in certain situations.
And Tony, I know you have some experience with that. That was kind of your forte.
Oh, yeah. You know, playing down in the post, being a small forward, being 6'4", 6'5", the thing is, you know, you got to get those big guys out of the paint.
Right.
Once you get them out of the paint, you have opening range to go and score on them.
Because you're built, you know, more of like in a tweener and like a Sam Clancy role, who played at USC. Almost identical. Clancy, I think, a little bit bigger, 6'6", 6'7", but could handle it and moves for days in the post. And he had some range.
Really quick, nice footwork.
Yeah.
A little bit with Citrus on their defensive side. What I'm seeing, their help side is really good. Yeah. Every time they try to get to the hole, you have another guy of Citrus right there ready to throw.
That's a reflection of just great coaching and discipline on the part of Citrus. Brett Lauer among the upper echelon.
Elrod, meanwhile, heading to the line for 3 free throws. He missed the first but hits the second. Elrod was fouled on the three-point shot.
Coach Lauer, an assistant on the, well, he's part of the Rick Croy coaching tree. Rick Croy now at Cal Baptist.
Two out of 3 for Elrod, and the Owls back to a 10-point lead. This equals their largest.
As you can see right now, Citrus is playing all-man, all-ball, not letting the ball, you know, swing as much, or not letting the guys try to get to the hole.
Caston commits the foul outside. The Owls still not in the penalty, just 14 fouls, so Udenyi will bring it in, foul line extended left. This is Udenyi.
Nice post.
Urbina in the low post. Goes to the fadeaway, might have been partially blocked by Maduakor. Winston's reverse won't go, but he's fouled.
That's a great job by Maduakor defensively staying home, but you need to secure that rebound off of the Urbina miss. It's terrific positioning down low by Winston.
How about Winston getting in there among the trees, pull down that offensive rebound, get himself to the line.
That's what we call getting dirty.
Deshaun Winston averages a little over 13 points a game for the season. First free throw is good. The Rams 25 out of 41 collectively from the line in the victory on Thursday night. 1 out of 2 on this trip. Rebound on the floor. Maduakor fighting for it. He's got it. The foul going to go against Urbina down on the floor. Rams in the double penalty, so the Owls with Maduakor will head to the line for 2 free throws. 4:58 to go in the first half. Saul Maduakor, an excellent free throw shooter, 86% on the season, averaging a little bit over 11 points per game. And Maduakor has moved back and forth between the starting lineup and coming off the bench. And, you know, guys, it seems like such a valuable trait when you have a guy that you can plug into different roles, a guy who just gives you great effort, whether it's in the starting lineup or coming off the bench.
Right. Look like right now Citrus is going small and got all their guards in right now. It looked like they probably want to speed up the game a little bit.
In and out on the second one for Maduakor.
Classic Story jinx on that one. 86%.
But
doesn't matter.
I got the 86% out before the first free throw, which he made. It's not the standard jinx where it's immediate.
Well, if you're shooting 86%, you know you're holding the jinx to both free throws.
Urbina for a 3 rimming.
Nice
no
rebound, and
Udenyi will head to the line for 2 free throws. Another offensive rebound for City College of San Francisco, and
that's how they're going to get back into it. They need to be crashing these boards. Not a lot of size out there for Citrus. And Urbina right now pressing a little bit. I suspect he's going to be subbed in for here.
Udenyi misses on the first free throw. Well, you look at City College of San Francisco, 1 loss on the season. Obviously, up and down the stat sheet, they're dominating in so many categories, but there has been a struggle this season in terms of free throw percentage. They're closer to the bottom in that category, and Udenyi misses both free throws here. And of course, every point so precious when you get to this level. 2 games from a championship. Or driving on Harris, steps through and lays it in. Harris going to work. I should say, or working against that Ram front line. How about Colby Orr?
City needs to pass the ball more. There's in one spot and one on the right side.
Now whistle off the ball. No shot. Elrod commits the foul, and now it looks like they're signaling it's a timeout. Okay, double foul.
Double foul.
So Caston.
Some history between Udenyi and Orr. Udenyi for CCSF and Orr for Citrus. They both played at Concord de La Salle. It's a big-time program, so some history. They played on the same team together in high school.
Maybe Orr knew that Udenyi was going to bite on that pump fake. Hey, you know your teammates. Harris on the drive. Double pump is blocked by Maduakor. McCullough with the offensive rebound. His follow's no good. Rebound out to Citrus. Gagliardi flies into the front court.
Wow.
Udenyi with the clean block.
Up top.
Winston jets back the other way. No numbers. And the pace has decidedly picked up in the last couple of minutes as Czech directs traffic.
Well, Citrus, a team that plays downhill, you need to control pace, and I like what they're doing here, City.
Udenyi with a hard
that drive. That could have been an offensive foul right there.
Yeah.
Whistle.
His shoulder.
I think Gagliardi needs to sell it. If he just steps to a spot, takes the charge, he's going to pick it up. We see it here on the replay. Gagliardi just not moving his feet, and that's why the foul's called. Good recognition by Udenyi, feeling that, hey, look, the defensive player not moving his feet, he's likely not going to get rewarded with an offensive charge take there. Lowers his shoulder, gets a little bit of leverage, and, well, now he's just going to knock down free throws.
Yeah, Udenyi, 38% from the line on the season.
Lonzo Ball numbers right there.
I was going to go Chris Dudley and go old school, but that's right. I think Shaq is the good classic answer. I want to follow that one. Meanwhile, Udenyi, nothing but air on that
free throw. It was a 1-and-1. They ruled that it was not on the shot, it was on the floor. So 1-and-1. It's a violation. Goes back to the Owls.
32-20. The Owls with the 12-point lead and the ball. Okwuki has returned to Udenyi, chasing from behind, taps it away, but out of bounds. It'll stay with Citrus. The shot clock at 23:08 to go here in the first half.
Gotta love how active Udenyi is defensively. Really in all phases, but that's his presence being felt right now.
Three-pointer, good! Elrod. Well, that's a little glimpse of what he did Thursday in the first half when he hit 4 threes. That's his first one here, but it gives the Owls a 15-point lead. Winston tries for 3, no good. Elrod with the rebound. Jesse Elrod with 9 points in the first half.
Elrod, a Euro-style center mold. Big man that can shoot it. Very fundamental. Keeps the ball high on a rebound.
All Citrus right now. Okwuki working down low, goes to the left hand. Missed everything. Udenyi ahead to Harris. Spins, fires it back to Udenyi in the lane. Turnaround hook blocked by Elrod. Colby Orr with the rebound. The Owls defense is stifling right now.
Rams better be careful, Hill. They're about a couple plays away from getting smoked here in the first half.
Orr on the drive again, goes to the fadeaway. I'll tell you, Colby Orr, who would have thunk it? Really good post moves.
Yeah, that was the Dirk special right there off the 1 foot.
Ooh. Winston, a little shimmy that buries the 3. Deshaun Winston, a great fake. That's a big shot for the Rams, who are back within 12.
Okwuki using his athleticism against him, and Winston makes him pay with the 3. Sorely needed.
Nice slip.
Elrod down low.
To turn around and score that.
Yeah.
Can't just turn his back.
Trevon Watts-Hale, shot
Face
clock
up,
at 7.
face up. There you go.
Elrod's turnaround, no good. Rebound out to Odenyi, quickly outlets to Winston.
Like the shot, though.
See, the problem with City right now is
McCullough's
only,
three around
they keep
and
the
out.
ball on one side.
Yeah.
And you only see maybe 1 or 2 guys touch the ball and not the whole team.
It's
Citrus, they move the ball, everyone's touching the ball.
It's a matter of one team executing and the other team not executing, just relying on sporadic plays.
Elrod for 3 off the back iron. Long rebound, Maduakor has it, and the Owls have another opportunity.
And for City, that just can't happen. It's got to be one and done.
Fresh shot clock. Now it's 17.
Work with the leave, everyone's touching the ball.
Watts-Hale up top, hits the 3. Trevon Watts-Hale getting into the act. 38-23, no shot clock. Down to 23 seconds remaining in the first half.
So good in the win versus Sequoias and making his presence known at the end of the first half. Citrus up 15.
Well, the Rams putting themselves in a precarious position again. Winston pulls up for 3, around and out. Once again, it's one and done for the Rams. Maduakor down to 2 seconds.
Travel.
Before the shot, he walked. 0.6 to go here in the first half. Rams have it back, trailing by 15.
Caught it, established, hopped. Try to get into the rhythm of a three-pointer. That's a good call. Sometimes you won't see that whistle at the end of the half.
Most of the time, some of the refs just let it go because at the end of the half. Well, in my experience, coaching at Santa Ana College, they'll call it.
Yeah.
7 3-pointers in the first half for the Owls as a team. Check, hoist one up. No good. And at halftime, the Owls leading 38-23 over City College of San Francisco. Men's semifinal number 1, it's the 3C2A basketball championships here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Owls come out with Okuoki, Caston, Trayvon Watts-Hale, Sam Gagliardi, and Cartwright. Rounding out their 5. This is Watts-Hale. Okuoki led the way with 10 points in the first half. For Citrus pulls up from 3 and hits again. You know, Mike, I've made the point a couple of times that Okuoki, at least statistically, not a big-time three-point shooter, but I'm going to have to stop making that point because he keeps on knocking them down this weekend.
Don't tell him that. He's now got 12.
Yeah, they're going to call that a long 2, but nonetheless, another outside shot from Okuoki. Winston on the drive, gets the roll on the reverse, and Deshaun Winston, one of the leading scorers for City College of San Francisco, and the Rams are going to have to step it up here in the second half. Once again, this is an even bigger deficit than they faced against Santa Monica. Offensive foul off the ball.
Cartwright.
Going to go against Cartwright. So Alex Cartwright picks up his first foul less than a minute into second half.
1 of 4 here today. Coming up after this, Fresno City and Fullerton. And that should be quite the battle.
Yeah. When is it not a knockdown drag out with Fullerton? Pretty much that is the Perry Webster MO.
That's a fact.
And you know that one's going to go down. And listen, Ed Maddock, he has a tendency to coach some hard-nosed teams that'll bring it to you as well. So that one should be entertaining to watch. And we will have it for you. Winston, meanwhile, fouled before the shot. So the Owls pick up a couple of quick fouls. And boy, the Rams could certainly do themselves some favors here if they could quickly get into the bonus and maybe start to chip away at this at the line. Johnson with a drive and another foul before the shot. So now it's 3 team fouls in the first minute 17 against Citrus.
City College of San Francisco in the game versus Santa Monica, they were I don't want to say they were playing the role of instigator, but they were certainly making a concerted effort to get under the skin of Santa Monica. And at the end of that game, it really worked. Santa Monica did everything right for about 36 minutes, but they played not to lose instead of trying to win the game, and that's what eventually cost them. And in this game, Citrus is under the skin of City College of San Francisco, and you can see it's very tangible.
Yeah, I think City College of San Francisco in the first matchup on Thursday against Santa Monica, the physical play, they got the foul calls, they got the Corsairs into foul trouble, maybe got in their head a little bit, but the Owls, I don't even think they made it into the penalty in the first half. So, you know, it's going to be difficult to get a team unnerved or upset when they're not having any fouls called on top of all that. So the Rams, I think here we see one of the adjustments maybe for Justin LeBas against this Owl team here in the second half. Going to try and amp up the physical play, see if they can get themselves back to the line. Johnson driving again in a crowd. Finger roll is good. Malcolm Johnson has had a quiet weekend so far.
Co-player of the year in the North.
The drive there makes it a 13-point game. The Rams continue with the full court pressure. Now they'll drop off as Okuoki directs traffic. Drives the lane, fans it out. Trayvon Watts-Hale wide open. In and out on the 3.
Gave it a chance with that arc.
McCullough with the rebound. Winston jets into the lane, splits the double team, blocked from behind. Okuoki on the drive, down goes McCullough. The blocking call going to go against McCullough. And Okuoki will head to the line for a couple of free throws. Boy, you know, Mike, we talk about players of the game and certainly want to keep track of who's impressing us and playing well in stretches, but how about Saul Maduakor? He is all over the place, hit a couple of shots, leading the Owls in rebounding in this one, and man, he's making some things happen out there as well.
It really is.
Ball on the floor, and they get it back up top to Okuoki. Pulls up from 3, rimming no. Rebound batted around, Maduakor has it. Now the Owls can reset.
Right on cue, Maduakor with another offensive rebound.
Yeah, 2 white jerseys. Time collision between Caston and Johnson. But the foul before that collision goes against City College of San Francisco. It's against Dale Curry. And Curry, who was already in foul trouble, now has 4.
Coach LeBas just going to keep him out there. At this point, you know, play until you don't have any.
Yeah, at this point, I think you got to try and get Curry into the fold in this game. He's been battling foul trouble throughout. Why not take a chance, see if they can get him going somewhere. Johnson steps in front. A race with Maduakor, and Maduakor knocks it away.
I think he's fouled.
Whistle on the far side, and yes, they're going to get the foul call, the first on Maduakor. And Johnson will head to the line for a couple of free throws.
Running through, caught, and we see a good shot of it on the replay, caught the arm of Malcolm, going up with it.
Well, according to the old Doug Collins rule, the ball did go up, which usually indicates
a foul.
There was contact with the arm and a foul. First free throw around and out, and the Rams continue to struggle from the line. They were 1 of 5 in the first half on free throws, so now make it 1 of 6 for the game. And Michael, it's a game you're trailing by 13 points. Talk about not wanting to leave points off the board. Johnson hits the second.
Here comes a 2-1-2.
Trayvon Watts-Hale, they send the trap. Hale in some trouble, and he's going to have to burn a timeout.
The trap works, but Citrus composed. They call a timeout.
And right now, you see the coaching staff's over there, and they're talking to Josh Caston. Do you know what that's about? Is that Caston supposed to make himself available for that pass for Trayvon Watts-Hale?
Yeah, I think there was maybe a lapse of concentration in terms of breaking the press. He needs to recognize that, look, City wants to go into that 2-1-2, and they want to trap, and you have to attack it earlier than that. If you wait, you get on your heels, that trap's going to get you every day of the week.
Right, yeah, it ends up that Trayvon Watts-Hale really picks up the dribble in about the worst spot that you could do it.
And they got to burn a timeout.
Yeah, just over the timeline, and the Rams quickly brought the trap, and the Owls at least, give Trayvon Watts-Hale, he had the presence of mind to at least take the timeout, not turn it over, try to do too much. But the Owls do cost themselves a timeout.
Up 12, I think it's an okay spot to burn one.
Caston driving on Udenyi, floater no good, and Udenyi has the rebound. Here come the Rams. Check, guarded by Elrod. Johnson trying to establish down low. Back outside to check. Shot clock at 15. Now the Rams have to reset. McCullough for 3, bang!
There's a big-time shot over Orr, and just great. McCullough knew what he was doing as soon as he caught that ball. You saw the feet were already squared, already in rhythm.
The Rams within 9. They work it. Elrod open for 3. There's the answer.
That can't happen. You just hit a 3. You just got within 9, and now it's back out to 12.
Jesse Elrod with 12 in the game. That is the lead for the Owls, 16-21 and counting remaining.
My question to the Rams would be, how many more 3s does he have to hit for you to do something to get out and get on the shooter?
Offensive foul.
I'll check.
Alec Check whistled for his second foul with 16:18 to go. Colby Orr into the game along with Caston, Trayvon Watts-Hale, and Saul Maduakor on the floor. Elrod at center, rounding out the 5. Back outside, Maduakor lets it go for 3 and hits again. Saul Maduakor with a couple of 3s. He's got 9. The Owls back out in front by 15. Udenyi drives on Elrod. Johnson has the rebound. No shot. The foul comes before the shot. A great job of Elrod defensively. You see Udenyi on that drive clearly trying to initiate the contact. But Elrod does a great job of keeping his hands straight up, avoiding the contact, and no foul called. I think it's a good no call. Johnson, meanwhile, doing good work on the boards, keeps it alive. And the Rams have the basketball, trailing by 15. Johnson working on Caston. The ball is loose. Get it back to Winston.
Great screen.
Harris wide open for 3, rimming no good. Elrod rips down another rebound.
2 college high school teammates.
Orr for 3 off the back iron, long rebound. Johnson has it. Quickly ahead to Harris. Harris in on Caston, no call, and Harris with the easy layup.
They have not been calling that. It's a great job by the referees this weekend.
Yeah, you're
in
not
both
getting
brackets.
that call.
No.
Yeah, I feel safe saying that now. Maduakor nearly has that one poked free. Caston wide open, no good for three.
Short-changed
and McCullough with the rebound, and that's just the third shot taken by Josh Caston today. This is a guy who went for 48 points in a round 3 playoff win over Long Beach City College for Citrus College. Meanwhile, Caston commits his third foul. That is the 6th on Citrus. So it's free throws the rest of the way now for City College of San Francisco. But they've got some work to do, trailing it by 13, just under 15 minutes to go.
Pivotal part of the game right now for the Rams. They need to go on a run.
Winston on a clear out, driving on Orr, hangs in the air, foul on the shot. Winston will have a couple of free throws coming.
Great job of attacking the basket by Winston. And Orr, pretty good job defensively, and he had baited Winston taking that shot with Elrod coming over, but he does commit the foul underneath.
Deshaun Winston's free throw is up and good. Winston shoots 79% from the line, so he's one of the better free throw shooters for City College of San Francisco. Udenyi and Ricketts, along with McCullough, Urbina, and Winston on the floor. So they go a little bit bigger here with Udenyi and Ricketts together on the floor for the Rams. They continue with the full court pressure. Colby Orr over the timeline. Now the Owls can set up. Whistle and a foul. Deshaun Winston, his first foul. Orr starts to drive on Ricketts. Great job sealing off with the body, and Orr with the finish at the rim, 48-35. Got to be impressed with the inside game of Colby Orr. Urbina with the floater. And Walter Urbina has had a quiet game so far. Meanwhile, quickly back the other way. Okuoki tries to feed it to Cartwright. It's out of bounds. The Owls somewhat fortunate to keep the ball. So Trevon Watts-Hale will bring it in baseline left. Gets it into Orr. Orr picked up by Urbina. On the drive, goes high off the glass, and the rebound batted around and ends up in the hands of Malcolm Johnson. Johnson outside, quick touch pass, check with a baseline drive. Gets it out to Curry. Curry driving on Watts-Hale, forces one up, no good. A whistle and a foul called. Trevon Watts-Hale fouls Dale Curry. And Curry going to head to the line. Got a couple of free throws coming. The Rams down 11.
For the last couple years now, we saw City College of San Francisco flip the switch in the second half. Last year was against Cerritos in the semifinal, and they're going to need to do exactly that here against Citrus, down now by 10.
Yeah, this has been their MO the last couple of years, but boy, how many times can you put yourself in this position? But you have the feeling that there's a gear still here for the Rams that might get him back to this one. And how will the Owls respond? So far, they've had an answer whenever they've needed one.
I think incredibly important right now for San Francisco to focus on possibly getting Caston out of the game. He's working with 3 fouls right now.
Again, the Owls able to break the press and convert.
Cartwright.
Saul Maduakor. back to an 11-point lead.
Cartwright makes that happen with his screen in transition, holds his spot. Great job.
Johnson on the block. Foul before the shot.
Wow.
Maduakor into double figures with 11 in the game. Malcolm Johnson back to the line. He's got 3 points tonight. It's the first free throw. Johnson shoots 71% from the line. 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
Caston will bring it up. Owls lead it by 10. Crosses over on Urbina, and Urbina commits the foul. Meanwhile, the Rams are approaching the penalty. That's their 15th foul. .15 on the shot clock. Caston working around the Cartwright screen. Step back three for Caston, no good. Rebound to Malcolm Johnson.
For City, you'll take that shot, check out there defending, challenging on the three. They were not doing that in the first half, and we saw the result.
Winston guarded by Orr. Goes to the turnaround, and Orr rips it out. Gets it back from Caston. Orr will try for a three short. Deshaun Winston has the rebound, gets it ahead to Curry. In on Orr, missed a layup, but a foul going to go against City College of San Francisco.
Winston. Wow, what happened here?
Yeah, Winston on the rebound. Looked like he got a clean tip. And
yeah, okay.
I think I'd say he pushed Gagliardi in the back.
Yeah.
That's just the second on Deshaun Winston.
Tough call.
So the Rams unable to convert in transition. The Owls maintain the 10-point lead. Caston outside. Elrod will try for a three, short.
And the challenging on the three a lot better this half. Terrible pass.
Yeah, Gagliardi able to step in front. Meanwhile, Curry deflects that one out of bounds. Citrus will keep it, 12:02 remaining.
The Rams sticking around here, much like they did yesterday.
Okuoki with 12. Elrod with 12 and Maduakor with 11 to lead Citrus. Deshaun Winston, 10 points.
It's a tough name story, and you know, to be fair, we went to the coaching staff before the games, before the championships, and I think they didn't have it right. So we appreciate everybody in the chat letting us know the correct pronunciation of the name.
They gave one. That's all I'm trying to do is pronounce the names right. And I didn't quite get it, but we'll get it right the rest of the way. Meanwhile, Elrod dragged the pivot foot, turns it over. I'm not surprised in this instance that at a certain point you have to at least consider the idea defensively of doing nothing but make sure that Elrod at least puts the ball on the floor. Yeah. Just try to really dive at that three-point shot and make him put it down and see what he can do. He's got 6 threes on the weekend so far. Harris driving on Elrod, pump fake, shot no good, and Elrod has the rebound. They tie him up in the backcourt, but I believe this is going to be a foul called against the Rams, and it's a 1-and-1 coming for Jesse Elrod.
It's a good battle down low. Harris point blank, but Elrod making life difficult. Layup attempt.
Yeah, you know, talk about Elrod shooting, and obviously it catches your attention, but Mike, I've been incredibly impressed with his tenacity on the boards.
Yeah, he's a very well-rounded player. So that's a great point.
Get a good look at Jesse Elrod. One more free throw coming. The Owls led this one by 15 at the break. And they've done a good job of maintaining to a large degree into the second half. 1 out of 2 for Elrod. McCullough. Get it back to O'Denu. They work it around. Curry open for 3 off the back iron. Long rebound. Harris finds a cutting Curry. He hangs in the air. Missed that layup. Rebound off to Citrus. A couple of good looks for Curry, but he couldn't get him to go. Maduakor send it back out to Caston. Caston driving on Johnson. Wanted a call, doesn't get it. And the rebound off to Harris. McCullough to his right, fires for 3 and knocks it down.
Perfect job by McCullough.
Austin McCullough.
And we'll see it again here. That's an unbelievable play there by McCullough. Elrod gets duped into going for it. One dribble to his right, relocates, bam.
10 in the game for Austin McCullough. 10:35 to go. Citrus leading City College of San Francisco by 8. Semifinal number 1, the 3C2A Men's Basketball Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Michael, hasn't brought a lot of dividends I should say, for City College of San Francisco in this game at all. The Owls have done a great job. What a great finish. Okuoki driving the lane again. He leads the Owls with 14. The 3 from Harris, too strong, but the offensive rebound for Johnson. Curry playing with 4 fouls. Great feed to Harris, who missed the wide open layup. Wow. Oh, man, that's got to kill you. You are a City College of San Francisco fan, and Harris, you just can't get a much better look, and Harris just short-armed it a little.
Harris frustrated here, and, you know, with obviously that's going to be very, very frustrating as a player, but, you know, Verbina's in there, that's a flush on somebody's head. And he's back on the ball game, baseline out of bounds.
He'll bring it into McCullough, who will fire from the corner. Just too strong, but the rebound off to Winston. Another offensive rebound. Winston puts it up, no good, and the rebound to Maduakor. I'll tell you, that looked like a well-challenged three-point attempt from McCullough, and he still almost drained it.
Yeah. Shades of Skylar Chavez. Wow.
Okuoki comes up with his own rebound, and they're going to say that was tipped. That allows Okuoki to get his own rebound and put it in. 4 in a row for Okuoki. Meanwhile, nobody in the way of Udenyi. And he scores.
Near steal.
City College of San Francisco. Udenyi now with 6 in the game. Caston trying to split the double team and a foul called. So go against the Rams. Both teams in the penalty. 3rd foul on Udenyi. That'll send Caston to the line. This will be the first free throw attempts for Caston tonight. Caston, an outstanding throw shooter, 85% for the season. 1-1, and it's up and good. Caston really instrumental in carrying the Owls through the earlier rounds of the playoffs, rounds 2 and 3, leading the team, and it's been a quiet weekend so far.
37 fouls now in this one, and if memory serves in terms of total, I think that surpasses the combined amount from the first 2 games.
Johnson dancing on the dribble. This is Urbina. Shot clock at 17. Urbina driving on Gagliardi, and Gagliardi gets him with the body.
I like that set. Everybody clears out. It's essentially baseline 1-4. Give me a lane. Johnson gives Urbina some space to work with, clearing it out.
So that sends Urbina back to the line. And he hits the first free throw. Urbina with just 3 points.
Plenty of time for the Rams to get back in this one, and we know this is around the time in the second half where they really start to turn things on. But I got a feeling this is a different ball game here with Citrus, the opposing team. They're not going to fold.
Well, at a certain level, when you're trailing, Michael, you feel like you need to start taking some chances defensively, and this is such a tough team to do that against, because they will make you pay. Talking about Citrus, Okuoki for 3. Long rebound off to Urbina.
You can't get 3 happy here if you're Citrus. Get good shots.
Johnson looking for a cutter, goes to Urbina. Down low. Still working on Gagliardi. Step through, shot up, no good, and Elrod rips down another rebound. Well, Urbina got right to the front of the rim. The shot wouldn't fall.
You just have to finish that, not rely on the referee to bail you out with a foul. There was some contact, but great job by Citrus staying home.
Gagliardi steps back for 3, no good. Urbina gets it ahead to Winston. Ticking down to 8 minutes. Udenyi with the feed, Johnson and 1.
Rams starting to come alive here, under 8 to go in the second.
Well, it's 2 halves, obviously, in men's college basketball. But with these late comebacks, does that mean that we can really say that City College of San Francisco is a fourth quarter team? Because that's kind of what it feels like a little bit. It's that second half of the second half, right, where they have been able to assert themselves, both going back to last season, then, of course, Thursday night. In and out for Johnson. On the free throw. This is as close as the Rams have been in the second half. They've gotten it down to 8 a couple of times now. Or around an Elrod screen. Starts a drive on McCullough. Hangs in the air. Double pump. No. And the rebound to McCullough. Udenyi drives the lane to the rim, gets the roll.
Soft touch, City within 6.
Here come the Rams. Okuoki into the front court. Corner 3, Madua-Carr around and out. Johnson jets into the front court. Finds Udenyi. 4-point game, timeout on the floor.
Well, what's happened here, Stoy? Just talked about it a moment ago. Don't get too 3 happy. I understand Citrus going for the jugular here, but City capitalizing on those long 3-point misses, getting out in transition, going downhill, and putting the defense on their back heels for Citrus, now within 4.
An eternity to go, 7:06, and it's tightening up. Owls lead it by 4. It's the 3C2A Men's Basketball Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. facing a measure of adversity here for the first time since, well, maybe ever in this game, but certainly since very early. As the Rams have made a run and got the Owl lead down to 4. Colby Orr pressured by Udenyi. And if you're the Owls, where do you go now? Gagliardi. Good feed down low. Cartwright steps through, lays it in.
It's a great job out of the timeout executing your set. Great composure as well.
Urbina. They clear out, drives on Maduakor, and Urbina with the layup, 59-55.
Flashing, incredible athleticism. Urbina beating Maduakor, pretty good athlete himself, to the spot and then jumping over him.
Or side to Gagliardi. Backdoor cut, Gagliardi double pump, lays it up and in. Gagliardi flashing the athleticism.
Yep.
Lead back to 6. Johnson out of a double team, lost the handle, and it's off to Colby Orr.
Indecision about who he wanted to pass to. I think he wanted McCullough in the corner, but someone in the passing lane, and the ball had already left his hand.
Caston gets a screen from Cartwright. Gagliardi into the lane. Caston, long 2, missed everything. And a whistle on the rebound. This will go against Citrus, but both teams in the penalty. So the foul against Cartwright will yield free throws on the other side for the Rams.
Free throws, and the double bonus is City.
Good adjustment by the Rams on that three-point line in the second half. The Owls have not been able to convert nearly as efficiently. They're 9 of 31 from 3 in the game. If my memory was right, I believe they hit 7 in the first half.
Fresno and Fullerton up next. Semifinal number 2 in the men's bracket.
1 out of 2 for Czech, 61-56.
I want to say 10 of 17 now for the free throw stripe. I could be wrong on that. I usually am. 10 of 18.
And the Owls with a little trouble getting it in, so they have to take another timeout. Citrus now, well, let's wait and see. Is it 3 timeouts or 2 timeouts left?
Two timeouts left.
With 5:37 to go. 61-56, Citrus on top on SoCalCollegeSports.com. For the Owls with 5:37 to go. They led it by 15 at the break. Did Citrus. Now the Rams can set up the press. Now the Owls have done a great job taking care of the basketball against this pressure.
Run and jump here. Defensive trap.
Starts a drive on Johnson, outside. 3, no good. Curry quickly back the other way, in on Gagliardi, hangs in the air and scores.
Not missing that one.
Dale Curry goes coast to coast. Rams within 3. Well, Maduacore just had a pretty good look, but it wouldn't go down. Now the Owls see their lead shaved to 3. Or around the Cartwright screen. Maduacore drives it baseline in from the right, scoops and scores.
That's the adjustment that Citrus has needed to make here in the second half. They're not getting it done from 3. They have cooled down, regression to the mean. Let's get to the bucket. They do exactly that. Maduacore with the finish.
He's got 13. Great feed to Johnson. Malcolm Johnson now with 8. Back to a 3-point game. Well, would you expect anything less? This is the first of 4. I would not be surprised to see all 4 games looking something like this.
Yep.
Before it's all said and done today. Maduacore on the wing. One-on-one with Urbina. Steps in, no call.
Good no call.
And Maduacore gets his own rebound. Outside Gagliardi. Off the back arm, but the long rebound to Saul Maduacore.
2 offensive rebounds for Maduacore.
And that should be a double-double now for Maduacore. 13 points to go along with 10 rebounds.
Yes, sir.
Caston, a third chance for Citrus on this possession. Dribbles it off his foot. Curry's got the loose ball. In on Colby Orr. Whistle, and 1!
Man, the drama continues here from Ventura.
Dale Curry playing with 4 fouls. Able to retrieve the loose ball. Watch the finish. He goes high off the glass. And yeah, I think that's just a great play by Dale Curry, because I think Colby Orr is doing everything he can to back off there and not pick up the foul. But Curry is able to get into his body, create the contact, still get the ball up on the rim. And now with a chance to tie it up with 3:37 to go. Well, I'll tell you what, the way that the Rams have played the last couple of seasons here, how does Justin LeBon not have more gray hair?
He's got a pretty good head of lettuce, too. Him and his brother.
Maybe he just knows that around 10 minutes or so, 8 or 10 minutes, that his guys are going to kick it in.
Shout out to Jason LeBon, former teammate of mine.
Meanwhile, Curry misses the free throw, so the Owls maintain the lead, now by the slimmest of margins. Okuoki over the timeline. He'll get it to Colby Orr. Shot clock at 14. Orr guarded by his former high school teammate Austin Harris. Spins to the bucket, blocked by Harris.
He's out of bounds. Harris is.
Yeah, the rebound ricocheted back to Harris, and he had it, but he had a foot out of bounds, so the Owls with 3:11 to go will keep it. Now the shot was blocked, so the shot clock is at 6 right now. And the Owls have to be aware of the situation.
I just heard it yelled out from the bench.
Up top to Elrod. Elrod leans back on the 3, no good. The rebound off to Winston. Winston jets into the front court. Udenyi.
Textbook. Udenyi gives the Rams the lead. It's 64-63. Great pass by Winston.
They trailed by as many as 16 that I remember in the first half. They trailed by 15 at the break. And the Rams are all the way back. Okuoki working on Udenyi. Into the lane. Out to Gagliardi. Elrod recovers. Down he goes.
Foul on Harris.
And Austin Harris whistled for the foul. Justin LeBon wants to travel. But it's Harris that will pick up the foul with 2:32. You get a look at the replay here.
You know what? There might be a case for a travel there. I think he stuttered into the contact. I think the referees are saying the contact caused the stutter.
That's an interesting play, because Harris, I think, goes down going for the ball. He's not really tripping Jesse Elrod there. I mean, he has a right to fall down, if you will, one might argue.
Well, one might argue, hey, you have a right to jump, but if you hit the player, then it's a foul.
Right. Timeout taken with 2:32 to go. Semifinal classic brewing here. The 3C2A Men's Basketball Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Free throws coming for Jesse Elrod. The Owls trailing for the first time in the second half. 79% foul shooter Jesse Elrod. Readies the first free throw. It's good. Elrod now with 14 in the game. We're all knotted up again. 2:32 to go. In and out. Winston and Curry, along with McCullough, Check, and Austin Harris on the floor for the Rams. Winston in from the right, hangs and scores.
What a great job by Winston.
Deshaun Winston. A little bit more than 13 a game. He's into double figures here in this one. 66-64. Okuoki picked up by Harris. Shot clock at 12. Great feed down low. Elrod fouled.
Curry.
The layup doesn't go.
Curry's done.
And if that's Curry, it's number 5, and it is. Very nearly a three-point opportunity for Elrod. He'll settle for 2 free throws as Dale Curry fouls out. Mecca Udenyi at the scorer's table.
You know, the result of this game is in the air as we speak, but 1:55 to go. City with a 2-point lead. They were down by as many as 16. Think about the job, the sneaky great job defensively that this team has done on Josh Caston. This player had 48 in the playoffs early in the season.
Yep.
Just a week ago, a couple weeks ago, Josh Caston had 48 points. Right now, he's 1 of 7 from the field. He's got 5 points.
And, you know, and you go off of that, and I think that, you know, what does that say about the job that some of the other guys have done, how deep this Citrus team is? You see Okuoki, Elrod, Maduakor. You know, it's more than just one guy, obviously, and the Owls have picked it up. Elrod hits 2 free throws. We're tied up again at 66. 1:42 and counting in the game.
It's about preparing and installing a game plan and having it work and execute. And credit to Justin LeBall, always up here, seemingly.
Harris in the post against Elrod. Turnaround shot is good. Austin Harris working down low. 68-66. The Rams go back up 2.
Shades of Lewis Hayes a year ago.
Trevon Watts-Hale. Back outside, Gagliardi for 3. Rims no good. Rebound on the floor. Deshaun Winston has it for the Rams. Looking ahead, McCullough has leaked out. The Rams lead it by 4. Timeout on the floor. 1:01 remaining. City College of San Francisco trying to complete yet another massive comeback down the stretch. 1:01 to go. The Rams with their largest lead at 4.
Last 6 baskets for the Rams, all by a different player.
Yeah, McCullough, Winston, and Udenyi each with 12 to lead the way for City College of San Francisco. Ball deflected out of bounds. Citrus will keep it. The Rams continue the pressure, and Caston has to take a timeout. The Owls down to 1. 38-23. Citrus led this one at the half. The Rams have come roaring back. Men's semifinal number 1 here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Minute is a long time, still a 4-point game. But Michael, the Owls badly need a hoop on this trip. I think they can afford to come up empty here. In the corner, Elrod, high arcing 3, partially blocked. And Johnson comes down with the rebound. He's immediately fouled. I believe it was Harris. See if we have the replay on that one. I don't know if they might have already showed it. Sorry about that, guys. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, Harris. Just anticipating there. And
Elrod, you know, it's easy to say in the moment, Elrod is not a player that's used to having a shot blocked, especially from out there. But you have to anticipate that they're going to jump for their life coming at you in that moment to prevent you from getting your shot off. How about a pump fake, dribble, relocate, shoot.
Meanwhile, Johnson hits the first free throw.
NorCal Co-State Player of the Year in the 3C2A.
Well, they expected Johnson after a struggle on Thursday night to bounce back, and he has had a very efficient game. 9 points and 9 rebounds. Maduakor with a little hesitation, blocked again by Johnson. Orr, long 3, that's good.
Wow.
Colby Orr. That's a big time shot on the deflection off the block by Johnson. Back to a 2-point game. About a 10-second difference, shot clock and game clock. The Owls don't have to foul. But Michael, they need to stop and they need to rebound.
Yes, they do.
Winston leans over the dribble.
I think if he gets in Udenyi's hands, you got to foul him. Foul him here.
Udenyi.
Foul him.
They're not going to foul him. Gets it back outside. Check into the lane. Comes up shooting from 10 feet. Back tap. Caston had his hands on the rebound, and he's fouled.
Loose ball foul. It's going to be 2 shots coming to Caston.
Winston battling Caston for the rebound, and he picks up the foul.
Fortunate for the Owls. Look, Udenyi shoots it 38% from the free throw line. If he touches the ball, you have to foul him. You got to go hack-a-shack there. If he's on the floor, you take advantage.
It's true. You want to take your chances. If he hits 2 free throws, it makes it 2 possessions. But you got to take your chances that Udenyi's not going to hit 2 free throws in that situation.
And luckily for them, Check misses from about 10 feet. Caston misses on the first.
Yeah, Caston, an outstanding free throw shooter, but it's a huge pressure moment. You don't get much more pressure than this. 8.6 to go. He's got one more coming, but the Owls lose their opportunity to tie this one up. Timeout on the floor. City College of San Francisco going to take a timeout.
Both teams still with the timeout left, 1 each.
8.6 to go. Well, now if you're Citrus, you're going to have to foul. And Caston hits the first free throw, and if you're Justin LeBlanc here, Emeka Udenyi is such a key player for you in so many ways.
He's out the floor now.
Yeah, but with the struggles from the free throw line.
Wonder if he heard me. He's just like, damn, I can't hit nothing. He knows the book. He knows it better than I do. I mean, you have to get him off in that spot, especially second free throw coming here for Caston after the miss, because he knows that as soon as he touches it, they're going to leave him open to get it in contact.
Well, let's talk about who you do want handling the ball if you're City College of San Francisco. Deshaun Winston, a 79% foul shooter. Austin McCullough, an 80% foul shooter. And as it happens, two pretty good ball handlers as well. So you imagine that the Rams going to want to get the ball in their hands. And for Caston, one more free throw coming in. Of course, I suppose one other possibility is Caston missing on purpose. See if you can get the rebound. But I think if you're Caston, you want to make this one, because then worst case scenario after free throws on the other side, still a one possession game, and you have a chance to tie it up. So Caston will head to the line. The Rams come out with Winston, Malcolm Johnson, Alec Check, McCullough, and Austin Harris on the floor. So no Udenyi for the Rams. Caston's second free throw rattles in. 1 point game. Quickly into Winston. He is immediately fouled. 7.9 remaining. Winston 3 of 4 from the line tonight. The Rams as a team have struggled again with their free throws. But all that just a prelude to this. And Winston coolly drains the first free throw. He's got 13 in the game to lead the Rams, to go along with 9 rebounds. And how about your point guard Deshaun Winston with 9 rebounds? Missed the second. 7 seconds. It's a 2 point game. Caston down to 4 seconds. On the drive, lays it in. 1 second left. We're tied up. Winston from 3/4 court. That's not going to go. Overtime coming up in semifinal number 1. City College of San Francisco and Citrus. It's the 3C2A Men's Basketball Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Watch the drive by Caston. Of San Francisco and Citrus, and it's, what can you say, Mike? I mean, that's just an incredible gritty comeback by the Rams, and then the Rams up 4 less than a minute to go, and the Owls don't go away. Yep. They managed to come back and force an overtime period. It's hard to say where the momentum is now.
Missed free throws get you every time. Elrod
setting the screen. That's his third foul. Winston with McCullough, Check, Urbina, and Malcolm Johnson on the floor. They clear out for Urbina, driving on Caston, turnaround shot, no good. But Johnson
won't be denied.
Rips the ball, lays it up and in. Talked about Johnson's efficiency, 11 points to go with 10 rebounds. He's 4 of 5 from the floor. So, you know, it's not the kind of prolific output that you might expect, but
it's a double-double.
You get the feeling this is what Malcolm Johnson does.
Yeah.
It's a very efficient player, can help you in a lot of ways. That was a big-time play. Or hard drive back outside. Elrod, hook shot is good.
Great composure by Elrod in the lane.
18 for Elrod. That leads the Owls. Shot clock at 17. Check. Up top to Winston. Down to 10.
No movement. There you go.
Winston pulls up from 3. Rims no good. And the rebound off to Gagliardi. Or picked up by McCullough. On the drive outside to Gagliardi. Maduakor on the clear out. Goes to the spin, blocked by Urbina, but back to Maduakor, down to 2 on the shot clock. Maduakor leans in, the shot no good, and the rebound off to Alec Check.
Terrific defense by the Rams.
Maduakor, the shot clock running down, ended up with a pretty good look. Just couldn't get it to go. McCullough off to Urbina. In the corner, Winston for 3, the high arcer, no good. Long rebound, Johnson has another rebound for the Rams. Caston nearly had the steal, but the Rams keep.
Great job by Winston resetting here. Urbina on the floor. Plenty of time.
McCullough with the shot clock at 8. Winston guarded by Caston. Winston just has to launch one from 3. Long rebound, recovered by Urbina, and the Rams have a third chance. Under 2 minutes to go in the first overtime.
You got to find a way to isolate Check down low.
McCullough driving on Elrod. Johnson right there. McCullough puts it on the floor. Beats Elrod, then finds Johnson. 76-74. Gagliardi for 3, too strong.
Wow.
Maduakor, offensive rebound and put back.
Player of the game for the Owls.
Saul Maduakor with 15. He's also got 13 rebounds. Tied up again. Timeout. Justin LeBeau yelling for a timeout on the City College of San Francisco sideline. 1:07 to go. 76 all. Men's semifinal number 1. First of 4 games on the day. Michael, hope you're ready.
That's going to be a tough act to follow, that's for sure. Full timeout. We'll take one ourselves.
Emeka Udenyi checking into the game for City College of San Francisco. And he gets the ball at the elbow, back outside to McCullough. McCullough from 12, short. Udenyi on the offensive glass. Emeka Udenyi off the bench with a big putback, 78-76. The Rams take the 2-point lead. We're under a minute to go. Okwokie spins to the glass, missed the scoop shot. The ball out of bounds, stays with Citrus. Trayvon Watts-Hale, Toby Okwokie have checked in. And Citrus going to take a timeout. Brett Lauer wants to talk it over. 48.3 to go. City College of San Francisco with the 2-point lead here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Come out with Caston, Colby Orr, Okwokie, Sam Gagliardi, and Saul Madu, of course. So no Jesse Elrod on the floor right now. And the Owls go a little bit smaller, a little more of a ball handling lineup. Trailing by 2 with 48.3 remaining. Meanwhile, the Rams come out with Winston, along with Check, McCullough, Johnson, and Udenyi on the floor. Top, quickly back to Orr. It's a fresh shot clock for the Owls. Orr working in the lane, lost the handle, and Johnson quickly there for the steal. 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
If it touches Udenyi's hands, you have to foul.
Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Winston leans over the dribble.
You got to rush at him. There's only a 10-second differential. You got to speed it up.
Check.
Foul him.
Udenyi.
Foul him.
Driving on Orr, drops a pass off. Johnson lays it up and in.
Knowing the personnel, not only your own, but the opposing team's going to cost the Owls a chance at a title here in 2019.
Caston trying to beat the double team. Udenyi off the steal with the exclamation point. 6-point lead. The 3 from Okwokie, no good. And the final score, the Rams moving on to the finals, 82-76, a dramatic come-from-behind win. Quickly want to let anybody know, sticking around for the second game, obviously that game will not start on time. It's going to be 20 minutes at least for the players to warm up for the next game. All times are tentative. We'll have the next game coming up for you in about 20 minutes. Thanks so much for joining us here for semifinal number 1. The Rams, with the 6-point win, are moving on. We will see you for game 2 in about 20 plus minutes here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. So long, everybody.